Hello everyone! Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Kelly. This is for the third week of November, and first of all, I would love to send out tons of light and blessings to all of our friends in Paris for the difficult situation that they are going through. As you can see here, I have our whole world filled with light, with candles and angels watching over it. And we're sending blessings. Paris, mon petit chouchou. Je vois beaucoup de lumière. Un beau ange abondant. Je t'aime, Paris. I love you, Paris. We all love you. And we're sending protective light and angel blessings and helpers to help us get through this time. So we'll keep you in our prayers this week while we are going along with our lives. And I would like to quote a couple of things that I really think that could help us right now from ascended masters, people who have done their goodwill here on earth and have passed on and left great lessons for us. And one of the people that I'd like to quote just recently passed, Dr. Wayne Dyer, and he says that happiness is not something that you get in life. Happiness is something that you bring into your life. You make your happiness. You decide where you want to put your energy. Don't put your energy into the dark side. Bring your energy into the light, because there are more of us than there is of them. We are the ones who bring fulfillment to this world, and we can't be pulled down into that type of desperation. Darkness cannot be driven out by darkness. Only light can do that. And hate cannot be driven out by hate. Only love can do that. And that's by Dr. Martin Luther King, another ascended master. And one that I think would really relate to all of us is a quote by Fred Rogers when he talks about when he was a boy and he would watch the news and he'd see scary things on the news, and his mother would tell him, always look for the helpers. You will always find people that are helping. And that's the kind of love that we should bring into this world. Okay? We love you, Paris. Our hearts and blessings are with you. So today we're going to talk about how to live each day as a success. You want to have a complete success in your life, and you should live each day as it is a success. Because, like you see, we are surrounded by obstacles and difficulties in life, and our outlook and the way we see things in life is ultimately what gives us our success. When you have love, you have understanding, and when you have compassion, you have peace. When you have grounding, you have stability. And when you have silence, you have wisdom. When you have happiness, you have abundance. So, when you need a little success reaffirmation, I want you to do this. Let's do this right now. Close your eyes and repeat after me. I am equal to the power, which is equal to the task. And close your eyes and meditate on that. I am equal to the power, which is equal to the task. What is that telling you? It's telling you that no matter big that cross that you are bearing and that you have to carry, you have the equal and equilibriate power to take that on. God never gives you anything more than you can handle. And if your life is even harder, it's because that's how much stronger you are. So every time you need that, just close your eyes and reaffirm that and keep repeating it to yourself until you come to a complete peace of understanding that there is no obstacle that can be placed before us, because we have all the infinite wisdom of the universe within us. And through that knowledge, we can find all the answers to all of our questions. And that's how you become a success. But with success and with the power that you have to complete those tasks, there's responsibility in them. And there's responsibility to be a success. So I'm going to use a little visualization. Most everybody have seen the movie The Lord of the Rings. And The Lord of the Rings talks about the ultimate ring of power, the ring of power. And the keeper of the ring of power was the very humble, lovable little hobbit, Frodo. Because if you remember, when you put this ring on, you have all the power of the world, but you also have all the destitute and all the temptation and all the despair and all the disaster. So you have to be able to put this on and be able to see the chaos when you have the ring on, but you are not tempted to become a part of that. So wear your ring of power, but wear your ring of power with responsibility. When you put it on, understand that this world is not a big, bad, evil place. This world, that's an illusion they want you to think. They want you to think that this world is crazy and that everything is evil, and it's not, because there's more of us, more love, more light. We can't give our energy to that negativity because that's what they want. Misery loves company. We don't want to live our lives like that because life is beautiful. Life is full of love and light and memories and helpers. Always look for the helpers. They're all around. Hold the light. Give compassion to the world so we can have peace. Give understanding so we can have love. You know, what a sad place for some people to go to because they're so drained of their light. We don't want to be pulled down to that level of despair and void. We don't want to live in an infraworld of destruction and chaos and hatred. You cannot give your energy to that. You have to give your energy to your inner light. We want to be able to put on our ring of power, and although we see the destruction, it doesn't dominate our spirit. And that, my dear angels, is the ultimate success in life. So, this week I thought it would be fun since we had the Reiki goddess, Ginny Janik, my mother, last week on 11/11, talking about Reiki, that we would get to know a little bit about Reiki and the chakras and the different parts of. So I decided to pick out one for today that I thought would be really beautiful and help us through, because I also have a lot of people out there that I know that are going through hard times right now, and I want them to know it's going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is fine in the eyes of the Lord, and we are going to get through this together. That's why we have each other. So the chakra I wanted to share with you is the green chakra, the chakra of the heart. And that has very much in common with the green healing light of Archangel Raphael. They work on the same spectrum of energy. The chakra of the heart is the bridge. It is the bridge between the earthly presence and the material to the spiritual transcendence. And this card would like you to know that this card says that I soothe and comfort you because I am a healer. Relax now into the balance because we are all connected naturally with grace. Grow through compassion. And compassion is peace, and peace is love, and love is understanding, and sometimes silence is wisdom. So sometimes we have to stand back and see the destruction, and it hurts. But we have to help out those who are left, because we need to still hold the light and keep peace in the world, because the world is beautiful, and there's many more of us than there is of the rest of the destruction. So we don't have to worry about that. Send your worries to God and live happily. So my card reading for the week, I'm going to do my angel cards. They are my absolute favorite, and I am going to ask God to give us all of our blessings and all of our love, and give us some positive energy news so we could take this through and help us through the rest of the week, because sometimes this is the time when we actually need to be carried. And right now, the angels and the Lord are carrying us. So we will get through this together, because we are never alone, and it's wonderful. So let's see what we have this week. I will pull 3 cards, and one would be for Monday, Tuesday. We've got Monday, Tuesday, and a card for the middle of the week. Whoop. Actually, 2 wanted to come up there, so we'll go ahead and take that, because usually when 2 pop out, that means there's a little extension on that message. So we'll look into that, and we'll see. We'll get a great weekend of love and compassion and healing. And we've got this card that came up. Let's see what we have. So for Monday, Tuesday, we have Archangel Gabriel, the messenger of God. She is the awakening. She says that look at things from a different perspective. Isn't that what we're talking about? You want to have success in your life? You need to learn the tools of success. And one of the tools of success is seeing compassion and understanding what level of despair people would go to pull down such darkness on this earth when the world is full of love and light, and help them release from that. Help them release yourself, because we shouldn't be worried about those things. When we have our ring of power on, we are in charge. We are in charge of our energy and our tasks and our love and our compassion, and we do not go down there to the dark abyss of void and nullness. That is not us. So it's saying there's a temporary standstill. Yes, something is slowing down, but it's important to be yourself. So be a light. She's bringing a message from us that things are not always as they seem. We are starting to see things now as we walked through the gateway. We're starting to see things more clearly and starting to understand. And darkness is always the darkest right before dawn. And darkness can never win in the light. Never. You can go into the darkness and light a match, and the tiniest little flicker will light up the whole entire room. So that's the message that she's telling us, that we're waking up and we're seeing that we don't need to live in that way, and we don't need to live in fear, and we don't need to live in despair. We have each other, and we have love, and that is the most important thing. So for the middle of the week, we got the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is always the one who tells you to listen to your intuition, listen to what your body is saying to you, because that's the way that we get our messages from the universe. We hear them inside our soul. We get that little flicker in our ear. Listen to that. It's going to guide you on your path. It's what you need. Have patience and consider carefully what you want, before acting. Don't let into the negativity, because negativity is not going to cure negativity. Just like Dr. Martin Luther King said, darkness is not going to cure the darkness. Only light can do that. So if you want something to change, you have to be that change in yourself. So the High Priestess came out with another card, and it says when you're at this time here, go to the Three of Earth. That's a very prosperous grounding sign. The Three of Earth, she's that transformational butterfly, and they're in their little white light of protection there. And it says, go to your creativity. Recognize yourself for the divine person that you are. Create, use your mind, use your hands, use your voice, use things, your imagination, think out of the box. It also says that there's going to be recognition for being a team player, and this is all the helpers of the world card out there. So what we're saying here, when you're listening to your intuition and you're not giving in to the dark side, you're going to be a team player because you see that there's more of us than there is of them, and we don't have to worry about that. For the weekend, we get the moon. The moon is an 18, and we just came out of the moon being 18 degrees to the Scorpio on 11/11, and 18 in numerology is a 9, so that's the ending of our despair. It says there's important psychic insights. Not psychic that you have to be there with your crystal ball going, oh, I see this, but psychic as you are attuning yourself to your intuition that you have here from the High Priestess. You're attuning yourself. You're starting to understand the voice inside of you. That is what your psychic is. You're seeing it with your third eye chakra. You are awakening. You are using your intuition. You are opening up your insight to see things as they really are and not an illusion. We don't have to watch the news and be under that illusion that the whole world is just utter chaos, because it's not. When you look around and you wake up every morning and you see your beautiful face in the mirror, and you see your children and your husband and your wife, and you see the animals outside, and you see the beautiful blue sky, that's not an illusion. That's reality. The news, my darlings, is an illusion. Don't let that stomper into your happiness. It says that there's events going on behind the scene, and that's true, because for as much disaster that we can see happening, there are always millions upon billions of helpers, and not just here on the earthly plane, my darlings. We have angel helpers. We have our Creator who is helping us. We have so many abundant, infinite help that we have in this universe. It says, release your fears that hold you back. Don't be held into the fear of what's next, what's coming next. Do not give energy to create that negative what's next. Give energy to create the positive on that is ending. That's the 9, that's ending. There is no fear. Let it go. Because when you have on your ring of power, you can be surrounded in utter chaos, like in the eye of a hurricane. There's total disaster happening around you, but you are safe because you are the light. And that is your ultimate success, my darlings. So I'm sending you tons of angel blessings. Paris, we love you. We're with you in solidarity. I have on my Paris shirt in solidarity with Paris. I have the world surrounded with light and angels. So have a wonderful week, wonderful angel blessings, and don't forget to always hold the light. Bye-bye.